Ambedkar was against this. Mr. Kommareddy, I am not exaggerating this. Today we must learn this lesson 78 years after independence. What are your thoughts?
Arnab, good evening. Good evening to my fellow panelists also. We are today also discussing the Partition Remembrance Day and why the India Alliance does not want to talk about it, remember the horror that had happened during partition. We on behalf of TDP strongly feel that it has to be remembered and the horrors that have happened during partition have to be reminded to the current generation. 1 million people perished or not. It is a Holocaust. How can you just brush it under the carpet? We remember our former Prime Minister's famous speech saying that at the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India awakes to freedom, life and freedom. But it is not completely so. It is not completely so. People are dying. People are dying. 1 million people. It's not a small number. I'll tell you one thing, Arnab. When I was a kid in school, when we were celebrating Independence Day, my father gave me a book. That book had photographs of Margaret White, the famous woman photographer who had covered the partition. I was shattered looking at those pictures. Vultures, on dead bodies. Train loads of dead bodies reaching stations. I say every young Indian today should watch those pictures of Margaret White. It is not something, which needs to be brushed away. It is a horror. And I've read instances where a former Prime Minister who was staying in Teenmurti Bhavan, when a Sindhi family, a migrant Sindhi family went to meet him and said, "Sir, we have lost everything. We are homeless today." You know what he said? "Be happy that you are alive."
Oh my God.
That is the reply given by a former Prime Minister who was staying in Teenmurti Bhavan. You think that people of this country should forget that?
Lokesh is on the debate.
Yeah, I've read stories,
there is a saying that little knowledge is a dangerous
the plight of the people in the refugee camps.
Either know the subject,
the plight of the people in the refugee camps. Arnab, let me finish.
Lokesh, let Mr. Kommareddy finish. It's a very emotional debate for us tonight.
This is history and it has to be told. No one can stop me today. Refugees in the refugee camp, the stories of the refugees in the refugee camp in Delhi, they were given just 2 rotis a day. And for those 2 rotis, those refugee families even went to the extent of not disclosing the people in their families who have died.
Oh, shame.
Just because they will lose those 2 rotis. They didn't even disclose the people in their families who have lost their lives, Arnab. And these people say that we should not remember all those horrors. They have to be told. This story needs to be told to the current generation. And that is the reason why the party...
Okay, Mr. Kommareddy. Mr. Kommareddy, tonight I'd like to bring in Lokesh into the debate.
Kommareddy is cooking up stories?
No, he's speaking from his heart. He's speaking from his heart tonight. Lokesh, yes, and after that I'll come to you.